people, almost 5 people in the house, and they said they have opened the Bible, they have quite a hair in the Bible. So I said, how come? But the most astonished thing is they all saw it in different books or different chapters. So okay, I went back to my room, and my friend Pato, he came and took my Bible and he started opening the Bible. I was there and he said, hey, I found mine. I said, hey, let me see. So he brought the Bible to me and I saw it. You find it in Proverbs chapter 24, 23.
Well, that's the Koforidia experience of the hair in the Bible. What's your experience? You want to share that with us? And just before we go, the Stay Home Challenge is on. And of course, there's some new trend also, which is giving hope to the world. And the First Lady has joined other celebrities to give hope. And that's it for the midday news. There's more when you log on to myjoyonline.com. I leave you with that.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world. In his hands, he's got the whole world. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands.
When you want it, just Momo it. When you tire for the long queue in the supermarket, just Momo it. And when you really want that beautiful new blouse too, just Momo it. And when you won't get that trim, when you will get fresh to impress, you know who, just Momo it. And when you need to pay that your utility bill and domestic staff set, just Momo it. And when you want send love to the family for back home, just Momo it. So many ways there. When you go use your MTN Momo wallet, make payments with scan to pay. When you go use the QR code, or you go use the merchant ID, or on bank POS terminals. You go also transfer money between mobile money wallets and bank account, all on MTN Momo. Enjoy real convenience in all your financial transactions and live life the brighter way with MTN Momo. We are good together. Just Momo it. We're there for you everywhere you go.
Easter is here again. We know you love Easter and we do too. Electroland Ghana Limited wants you to have and enjoy those quality moments with family in a home that has everything in the Mega Easter promotion. With all the great discounts, family entertainment looks better on our best-selling 32-inch NASCO Smart TV for just 699 Ghana cedis. A cool home is a comfortable one, and our inverter AC starts at 1,999 Ghana cedis. Washing machine for 1,299 Ghana cedis. The media double-door fridge for your drinks and food for just 999 Ghana cedis. The freezer for 949 Ghana cedis. The cooker for 799 Ghana cedis. And the 25-liter microwave for 599 Ghana cedis. And not just that, you get to win gifts such as blenders, AC and fridge guards, and so much more. Fill your home with all the love this Easter and spend quality time with family with the help of Electroland Mega Easter promotion. Visit any of our showrooms nationwide. Electroland cares a lot about you, so don't forget to stay safe this Easter.
If we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change.
Winning strategies, nuggets of wisdom, unforgettable stories, all in one inspirational hour. Springboard your virtual university with Albert and Comfort Okran and guests.
Planning is bringing the future into the present.
A job is for the salaries, mundane, survival-oriented, and there's no passion. But a career has fulfillment, innovation, drive. A growth path is clear, and you can build step by step all the way to the top.
Matriculate at 7 p.m. and graduate at 8 p.m. every Sunday on Joy 99.7 FM and live on Facebook. Springboard is brought to you by Legacy and Legacy and Joy 99.7 FM and proudly sponsored by MTN, Enterprise Group, UMB Bank, and Axis Pension Trust with support from the graphic business.
We delivered a new learning experience. Joy Learning, Ghana's first ever educational television channel, is here. It is well accepted by the students and highly recommended by the teachers. Let's hear what they have to say.
Joy Learning has brought me a lot of benefits academically. The channel has helped me to improve on my vocabulary when I watch the English lesson.
During my vacation, I dedicated my time watching the Joy Learning channel. And trust me, a lot of the lessons taught were very helpful, especially with my elective subjects.
As a secondary school teacher, the Joy Learning Channel and their programs have helped greatly. I sometimes revise my method of teaching, and I recommend that parents should encourage their wards to find time to watch the channel.
The Joy Learning Channel has really come at the most appropriate time. Our students on the double track system can enjoy normal classroom lessons when they are even on vacation. Parents should buy the multi-TV digiboxes so their ward can have access to the rich educational materials on the channel.
In collaboration with our partners, SES, CareNet, and Willowa Free, we bring you the best of your classroom experience on your television in the comfort of your home and everywhere. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
From the camp of Liaison Legacy Productions comes the game show that presents to you what you think you know, that you don't know, but you think you know, but you don't know what you know.
Continue the lyric of the song. I-W-I-L-L-W-E.
Wait, like, am I supposed to feel the dash?
Confused yet? Watch innocent souls compete for the chance to win various cash prizes with your most eccentric quizmaster.
Poisonous calamity, guess you will keep.
Infectious, dangerous, something.
DJ TFT, do you have it?
Poisonous calamity, guess you will keep. Infectious, gravity straight to your grave. Polygamous entity don't fornicate. What them commanded you from a congresso. If you ever fought grass and in Suato, you my mother, my pompabo.
Thank you very much, DJ TFT Basako, please. What is the meaning of that? Poisonous calamity, guess you will keep. Infectious, gravity straight to your grave. Polygamous entity.
What don't you know? Starting 21st March at 5 p.m.
Joy Prime, real entertainment.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Bringing hope to many around the globe, transforming lives into legacies. Living Word with Pastor Mensa Otabil. And now, today's word.
As a matter of fact, the psalmist said, I'll wander off to the wilderness. I will just move to nothing. It's better to be in the wilderness than to face the problem. And the third manifestation, or the third effect of the spirit of fear, is escape. He says, I will hasten my escape. This refers to taking refuge in temporary relief. What could a temporary relief be? It could be alcohol. Let me drink my sorrows away. Drugs. I hear these days people are taking a legitimately prescribed pain relief, tramadol, to escape. To escape. Some people take alcohol, people take drugs, people take marijuana, people just get into sex, running away for sex, for fun, for entertainment, just to occupy emptiness. Some are trying to escape their inner emptiness. They feel dry. Some are escaping the stress of their marriages. Some are running away from painful memories. You can't escape. You have to stay and deal with the problem, because God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of a sound mind. He didn't call us to escape. He didn't call us to fly away. He didn't call us to wander off. As bad as the situation is, I came here to tell somebody you can face it and you will win it. It seems terrifying. It seems intimidating. Your stomach is turning into circles. Your heart is beating. You are stressed. That's all right. But remember,
all that effect is not from God. God never promised us a problem-free life. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. God never said you will not have problems. You're going to have them, but you will come out of them. You will succeed. You will not fly away. You will not wander off. You will not escape. You're not going to start taking up alcohol. You're not going to drink your sorrows away, because alcohol cannot take your sorrows away. It complicates your sorrows with a headache. You're going to wake up the next morning with a hangover and the problem still hanging in there. You cannot deal with sex. You're going to go and have your fun and come and face the problem, and now you're wondering, did I get AIDS too? Don't complicate your problem. Don't fly away. Don't wander off. Don't escape. Stand and face it. God has not given us the spirit of fear. I don't know what you're dealing with in life. I don't know what you're struggling with. I don't know what you're faced with. I don't know what the enemy has brought against you. Maybe you feel inadequate. You feel so small. You feel incapable. And you feel like running. But that urge to run is not from God. It's not from God. So how are we going to deal with this spirit of fear? Jesus tells us a few things, but before we get to what Jesus says, look at what Paul says to Timothy. He says, therefore, I remind you to stir up the gift of God which is in you through the laying on of my hands. How are we going to deal with the spirit of fear? He says, remember your story. Know where God has brought you from. He says, when I call to remembrance the genuine faith that is in you, which dwelt first in your grandmother Lois and your mother Eunice, I am persuaded is in you. He says to Timothy, remember where you are coming from. Remember the journey God has taken you on. It may not always be your ancestry, but each one of us have a journey of grace with God. Remember how far God has brought you. Remember the journey he's been with you on. To Timothy, he says, remember your mother. Remember your grandmother. Look back and see how I've been faithful to you in the past. And I'll be faithful with you to you in the present. Maybe it may not be your grandmother or your mother, but look at the journey that God has been with you. And then he says, remember God's grace. Know what God has imparted to you. Therefore, I remind you to stir up the gift of God, which is in you through the laying on of my hands. The word gift in that passage is charisma. Charisma. Charisma means an act of grace, a gift of grace. Remember what God has imparted to you. One of the things you're going to realize about God is that he's always a God of compensation. God is a God of compensation. When you are weak in one area, he'll compensate you in another area. He has designed us for compensation. That is why sometimes somebody may be blind in the eye, but their ears become more acute. They hear so much that the hearing makes up for the sight loss. There are people who do not hear but see clearly. When one part of your body is not working, God will compensate with another part of your body. I've seen people who were born without legs and arms and still manage to live life and grow and have babies. How did they manage? He's a God of compensation. Somebody has no arm, but their feet becomes flexible to take the place of the arm. God will always grace you with a compensation. You don't have this, but he'll give you double of that. So you don't have arms. Your legs are now functioning like arms and legs. You can feed yourself with your legs and walk on it at the same time. I will not dream of feeding myself with my legs. He's a God of compensation. He will never leave you empty. He will never leave you dry. So Paul says, remember, Timothy, I laid hands on you. I imparted something to you. You may be young. You may not feel adequate. You may have your stomach problems, but you have grace upon your life. You have grace upon your life. You have gifting. Don't let your stomach ache be the only consideration in your life. You also have an anointing. You may still live with a stomach ache for life, but the anointing also is for life. God is a God of compensation. You know, many times as charismatics, we expect that people's problems will be solved instantly. What I've come to realize is people's problems don't always get solved instantly. Sometimes people live with their problems, but the grace of God is sufficient for them. The Apostle Paul himself talks about his own infirmity. He says, I sought the Lord 3 times concerning this problem. He didn't take it away. He just said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, and my strength is made perfect in your weakness. For when you are weak, then I am strong. It's called compensation. He's a God of compensation. The grace of God. Remember God's grace in your life. And then he says, remember your gifts. Don't forget your gifts. Stir up your gifts. Know how to stir and perfect your gifts. In other words, you may have problems, but your gift will compensate for your weakness. I've said this many times. When we say somebody is the greatest footballer in the world, and that's a very debatable question, there are 11 positions on a football team. He plays only one. How can he be greater than the goalkeeper? Because he's not a goalkeeper. How can he be greater than a defender? He's not a defender. Because when your gift is so strong, it swallows up what you can do. It compensates for your inability. So when you think of the person, you think of his strength, not his weakness. What Paul is saying to Timothy, you are focusing too much on your weakness. Focus on your gifting. Stir up your gift. Because if you stir up your gift, you'll even forget the things you don't have. Somebody who is a good singer may not be a good cook, but who cares? You may be a great footballer, but your English is horrible, but who cares? Nobody's going to judge you by mathematics. We don't know how brilliant Ronaldo is with mathematics or physics or geography. Maybe he scored fail in all his subjects, but he scored pass and excellent and extraordinary in his feat. And at this point, you don't care whether he failed in one subject, we judge him by his strength. God says, stir up your gift. Use your gift. Use your ability. Don't think about what you don't have. Think about what you have. He will never leave you empty. He will never leave you zero. You may not have this, but you have that. You may not have that, but you have this. You may be empty here, but you are full here. He says, stir up your gift. Don't stir up your fears, because your gift will make a way for you. Many times when you are in trouble, God uses your gift to get you out of the trouble. Focus on your gift. Focus on your strength. Focus on your ability. Focus on what God has blessed you with. Don't say, I don't have. You may not have money, but you have ideas. You are broke today, but you are brilliant with ideas. Stir up your gift, because your gift will give you the money. If you focus on what I don't have nobody to help me. Stir up your gift. Use your gift. Use the skills God has given to you. Finally, let's look at what Jesus said about dealing with the spirit of fear. Luke chapter 21, verses 12 to 19. Luke 21, 12 to 19. Jesus is talking about the things we're going to face in life, about his disciples. He says, but before all these things, they shall lay hands on you, not to heal you, but to persecute you. delivering you up to the synagogues and prisons. You'll be brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. But it will turn out for you as an occasion for testimony. Therefore, settle